자, 킹덤컴 연속 플레이 해보도록 하겠습니다. 그래. 고마워. 이거 되나? 된다! 이거 훔친다로 되네? 이제? 그냥 가져가는 게 아니고? 받아라! 요 맛이지. 이게 보기 흉하다, 이거. 할머니 집 앞, 삽 있다, 이거. 할머니 집 앞에 있는 건 좀 그렇고, 여기, 돼지야, 이거 먹을래? 이러면 이제 나무 밑에다가 거름이 되라고 이렇게 두는 거야. 잘 있으렴?
I did what you asked.
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry. I had to pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet or make sure he never gets up again.
뭐 나가지고
So
도박한 거야?
consider yourself lucky.
I
그
will.
정도로 미급했나 보지.
But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some
나
fresh
이거 알아.
sage for it.
캐모마일
And of
탕약
course,
알아.
chamomile.
겁나 많이
You ought to be
만들었어,
able to
지난번에.
manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
오케이.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Christ wounds! Try thinking with your head and not your stomach. We need freshly picked sage, not some dried herb, so listen up. Sage
왜 자꾸
has a purple
이상하지?
blossom
아니야, 나 이거
and
처음 하는 사람처럼 해야
chamomile
되겠네.
has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up
okay,
to the
okay.
rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that.
그래서
Do
삽이
you feel up
있었구나.
to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good, but don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
되고, 이게 지금 보니까 제가 킹덤컴 1을 한 5회차 정도 했거든요. 영상 만들려고. 그러다 보니까 이걸 너무 아는 척하면 안 되겠네. 그냥 완전 처음 하는 사람처럼 이렇게 해야 되겠다. 완전히 처음 하는 것처럼.
Ah, shit. My shoulder. This bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
매장한다. 나 여기 냄새 나나봐. 어딨어? 악취나 배고프고 나 밥을 포만감 48이야. 악취가 나기 때문에 물 한번 씻고 그리고 밥 좀 먹읍시다. 먹는다. 배부르게 좀 먹고 갈까? 뭐야 다 먹었네? 우와 이거 다 먹는 것도 있었어? 야 이런 디테일한 거 신경 쓰는 거 좋아. 일로 가라 이거잖아. 여기로 가면 페이지랑 뭐가 있대.
Shoulder still hurts like hell. You know it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
지난번에 어깨에 화살 맞았죠. 저 사슴 저거 잡아야 되는데 저거. 여기서 데이지.
Purple flower, sage. There we go.
세이지. 세이지를 막 5개씩 해네? 좋아. 그래, 이렇게 해야지. 이게 킹덤 컴 1에서는 이걸 뭐 하나씩 땄거든. 진짜 짜증났습니다. 땄다가. 이게 재료 수급은 괜찮겠네. 해모마일.
That's it. Chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need. So back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better. What are you making such a fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's?
뭐야? 여기 조심히가.
Should have some weapon at hand in case there's any foul play.
What do you know about it?
Who are you?
We're from Lord von Berghoff, and we're looking for those murderers.
I know Lord von Burgos. I've never seen you before.
Lord von Berghoff is reinforcing his garrison. Hey, let him go! What?
쉣, 안 죽어?
Get ready to face your maker. Get ready to face your
Wow.
maker. You're dead.
어디 가려고 이 자식아? 어디가 임마? 어디가?
Save yourself.
겁나 빠르네? 뭐 죽였어야 되는데 저거. 획득한다. 문과 서랍장 열쇠, 붕대, 재단사의 도구, 선주점의 양철 징표 뭐야 이거? 게임이 시작 시 양가대에 성취표를 얻는다? 오케이, 시체를 하나 먹고 왔더니 하나가 더 있네. 더 생겼네. 할멈 누구야 쟤네?
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Who do you think they were?
I don't know how much you heard. They came here saying they was from Lord von Burgo, and they was looking for 2 bandits that ambushed some knight yesterday. But for sure they wasn't von Burgo's people. They didn't even have his Waffenrocks. But they sure sounded keen to find you fellas.
Maybe they were from that band that followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two. God be praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd
Pavlena?
have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Cobbler, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trusky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord von Berghoff. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. Except I have another corpse in my yard.
Now, don't worry. I reckon I've still got a bit of strength left. I ought to be able to manage it before evening.
I'd be eternally grateful to you. But be careful while you're at it. You don't want to open that wound or strain yourself.
What about Sir Hans? How's he doing?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
다 구해왔지.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day.
아, 쉣.
But
내일
at
만들어야
least I
돼.
can tell you how to go about it.
All right, I'll try. But I'm not sure how to do it.
I told you, I'll explain everything. I have a book here with the recipe, but it'll be better if I tell you. I know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
기도한다. 기도해줄게.
Lord God Almighty, look down on a poor sinner and hear my heartfelt prayer. Protect Sir Hans and don't let him die. Just as he didn't let me die, preserve his life. Because he's a young gentleman, brave and just and a good Christian. And look down on Bajena too, and let her save Sir Hans, and deliver her from all evil, and grant her grace, because she herself is merciful and didn't turn us away in our hour of need. Amen.
이 기도를 되게 제대로 하잖아. 아, 아까 이거 열쇠 같은 거 먹었는데 안 되네. 아우 어깨야. 어깨 아픈데 그냥 한 번에 죽든가.
Ah, fuck.
이거 흉지는 거 아니냐? 바빠서. 이 돼지 이거 못 잡아? 자 이제 물량 만듭시다. 기다리고 있네. 무섭게 서 있어요. 아주 손에 든 거 뭐야? 아니야?
Those corpses have been taken care of. They're gone to rest by the stream.
Oh, thanks, Henry. I appreciate it. You did what you could. Me and the gravedigger will do the rest, so I ain't stuck with that corpse forever.
만들어 이제. 연금술을 시작한다. 오.
First, go to the recipe book. Now
읽는다.
find
나
the
이거 할
recipe
줄
for
아는데
chamomile
또
decoction.
아는 척하면 안 되겠지?
And remember what you have to do. Then get back to the
웃는다.
done. Now let's see what you've
잘 됐나?
brewed.
뭐가 좀 많이 바뀌었네 이거. 이거 솥을 들었다 놨다 하는 게 좀 헷갈리네. 양 2개야. 한 번에 2개씩 만들어지네. 맞죠? 전에는 레벨업을 해야 2개씩 만들어지고 막 그랬는데 이게 괜찮네. 한 번에 되네.
Oh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
I reckon you've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
피곤하대. 아침까지 잠을 자십시오. 그럴까? 밥 좀 해놔. 나 일어날 때까지. 푹 자야지.
That decoction will chase away the fever.
야, 오후 5시인데.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rot in hell!
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise.
Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
여기 누구시죠?
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive. Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah. That sounds like him, all right.
아, 어디서 계속 말소리가 들리길래
How do you feel?
그런갑다 했지.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
아버지지. 아버지.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path. But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and we must save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
예, 퍼 포인트. 헨리의 레벨이 높아지면 퍼 포인트를 활성화할 수 있습니다. 내가 레벨업
I could go for something to eat
배고파서 이거 먹을게. 여러 번 먹을 수 있어서 좋네. 몇 숟가락 먹으면 끝나나? 아, 네 숟가락. 아, 네 숟가락 만에 끝냈어? 대단한데? 여기 문이 있었어? 홀리. 가져갈 게 없네.
Look who's
여기 있구나.
finally up! Henry! Come and join us! Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite
야, 근데
woods.
한스 왜 이렇게 늙었냐?
Glad to see you too.
아니 고생을 갑자기 많이 해서 그런가? 팍상 늙었는데?
Yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time you've saved my life. I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Now, Henry, don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deeds.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
And made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a Cuman patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks down by the pond.
What?
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us, I'd shoot enough arrows into them to make them think twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
Ah, it's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
And as I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Ah, but you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
아 이거 화살 맞은
The
적이
foe took
있어가지고.
the castle by subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
진짜 어떻게 쓰러뜨렸냐?
True enough. Hey, how did you manage to get the best of that cutthroat the other night when you hauled me here?
To be honest, by a stroke of luck. We were fighting outside, but that fucker got a hold of his falcon and let me have it in the guts. I thought I was done for. But I groped around and found a pail and whacked him with it with the last of my strength. And luckily I hit him a nice crack right on the noggin. Can't remember a thing after that.
My word. Fortune really does favour you. You chose your motto well.
Once we get back to Ratai, I'll have it inscribed on my shield.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zhelioth, you'll see the castle.
All right. I think we should get on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
Bajena, I don't know how to thank you for all this.
Ah, but I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that axe and spade.
어?
We can't
아
manage
죽은
without...
가야 돼요?
Yes, of course.
아 shit.
And thanks for everything you've done, Bajena.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion. It will help when you're in danger or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble.
그렇지.
You'll see.
세이브가 돼야 돼.
It's not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana. This'll come in handy.
제조법도 주고.
No
이게
doubt.
뭐야?
But we
나
better get
좋아하냐?
going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If you should ever find yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer. Sorry for coming late, Ma. I got held up in Troskowitz.
Of all places. And it's not the first
이런 얘기를
time.
잘 들어봐야 되거든.
No, but I was going past and I thought I'd try to sell some baskets and ointments there. And I succeeded.
Emmerich won't be happy.
Then he shouldn't sell so dear. He charges nearly twice as much as we do, So it's no wonder folks
이거
buy
아까운
from
거 이거
us.
안
But
먹게?
I
나
understand.
가져간다. 안 먹을
Next time
거잖아.
I'll come straight home.
상해
So
이거
look on your
상해.
own, Sora.
갈변한다고.
If anyone comes here
나
again
가져가요?
threatening you, I'll put them in their place with an arrow. That'll teach them to try it on with us.
Maybe it's a good thing you wasn't here. They'd catch you, and I dread to think what
아,
they'd
뭐
do.
그냥 일상적인 대화죠?
You'd never catch me.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Hand and an eye like a hawk, not like me. But you know how it is.
연못에서 토트를 봤다고?
Around here, the better for us.
Hold on a bit.
Anything does happen,
Before we hit the road, there's something you should know.
he won't leave us in the lurch.
I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
진짜?
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's
보조기
long
됐다고?
since over the hills and far away.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people. It was dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes, we'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though, so you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
오.
Where'd you
땡큐.
get it?
I found it in the dung pile. Must have belonged to the fellow I brawled with that night we got here. Come on, let's get going.
이거네.
Your mind
그
will
나쁜
turn to
놈
better things along the
개자식
way.
그 죽은 애 무기가 없었어. 그러고 보니까. 야, 이 할머니 꼭 보답해라. 홀리. 아, 노잣돈 챙겨주시는 것 봐. 짱이야. 나 착한 할머니. 보답해야겠어. 지금까지가 프롤로그였어? 프롤로그로 2편 때리기엔 좀 그런데? 근데 진짜 잘 만들었다. 와, 어떻게 이렇게 구현을 해놨지? 영화 같아. 진짜 잘 만들었다. 갈게. 최적화도 갈게. 좋아한다.
hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord.
야, 이 안에도 뭔가 일이 터졌나 본데?
Hear me! Open the gate!
아니야, 아니야, 아니야.
I am a
야, 그거
messenger
밝히지
from
마.
Sahanash of Lipa.
이미 넘어간 것 같은데 여기. 몰라.
Shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! You know who I am? No, we fucking don't. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
야, 얼굴 기억해놔.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can
그렇지,
testify
그렇지.
to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
아, 그럼 뭐 어쩌라는 거야?
There's a horseman approaching, in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky
비교되네.
that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
들어가.
Getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me!
Look, wait.
아, 굴렀어, 씨.
Wait, one moment.
헐. 망했네.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
일단 라타이로 돌아갔다가 다시 와야지 뭐.
There's only one thing we can do.
담 남자고?
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
아이 너도 그만해
Someone
이씨.
who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so
그걸
we'd like
다
a bit of
쓴다고?
peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
This is not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You tried to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
먼저 몸을 씻고 옷부터 갈아입죠. 돌아가는 방법, 편지를 되찾아야 합니다. 편지를 되찾아야지 일단. 네, 일단 이거부터 해야 되나?
The first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and
나한테
the
맡겨.
tailor.
돈을 벌어야지.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work.
야, 락핏 하나만 갖고
We're
와.
gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
아니 그래도 그게 제일 낫지 않나?
A
이습당했는데?
laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of bandits.
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged asses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates, Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
어허. 내 잘못도 있는데 일단은 네 탓이 아니야.
It's not your fault they died. Don't blame yourself.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
명성회퇴했다.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenas. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
일하러 오라고요? 저 뒤에
Cheers.
괜찮은 아가씨가 봤다. 야 봤다. 다 똑같아. 아 나도 똑같았어 방금. 다 쳐다봐. 나도 쳐다봤어 짜증나게.
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
아 그래 얘 걔구나. 구해주네.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
호텔이네 이름이.
That's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
I hear one of them nomads is an acrobat who does all kinds of tricks.
아 마을 오니까 끊기네.
What does he do? What doesn't he do?
아,
Strong as an ox.
조금 손을 좀 볼게요. 타협을 좀 합시다.
You ain't ever been tempted to try it. Even if I was tempted.
밝기도 조금 조정했고요. 자, 물을 좀 씻고 옵시다. 깨끗해졌다.
Is anyone you know going to the wedding? Nobody invited me.
프레임 드랍이 있어.
I could get in through my uncle.
자, 얼른 넘어가야 될 것 같죠 여기? 잠깐만. 조정을 좀 더 해야 되나? 넘어갑시다 일단.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember.
뭘?
Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
You were attacked by those bandits.
What bandits? What are you on about?
We saved you. Me and my lord there. Surely you couldn't forget.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at
뭐야?
any pond.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were
감시하고
washing
있나 보네?
laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
왕싸가지.
What are you gaping at?
괜히
Have you
보여준다
nothing
저거?
better to do?
But that toe rag only gave me the innards. What do you expect? He's a poacher.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you
뭔 준비야?
ready?
What for?
To get to work. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house, but as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had nothing like that here before. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work. Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Ratai.
Rat-tie. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life, but I know this place inside and out.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Truscovitz bailiff. And it's going to be a grand affair. When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets itched to a bathouse wench.
But not right now. My belly would get in the way.
Will Lord von Berghoff be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort and the village belong to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family. And his son's called Olda. And it's him who's getting itched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
결혼식에 대해 됐고 세민의 결혼식에 대해 더 알아보래.
Where
호텔
do you want
어디로
the
옮겨?
Sacks moved to?
To the pantry. That's the second door inside there. But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do yourself a mischief. It's his debt too, ain't it?
Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to...
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. Here it comes.
자꾸 저거 조심하라고 계속 당부하는 게 좀 그런데? 타협을 한 번 더 해야 될 것 같죠? 뭐 이 정도도 훌륭하네. 괜찮습니다, 이 정도도. 가자.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Berghoff is about to leave the castle.
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down, let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Berghoff will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
It'll be done in a jiffy. Don't worry.
That's not the point, Henry. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here like some beggar. As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh!
You know, sir, not everyone is born with a silver spoon in their mouth. Ordinary people
할
have to
말은
work their
해야지,
whole
이거.
lives. so you should be able to manage it too. At least for one day.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
We don't have swords, and we don't know anyone who needs protecting. So what then?
So we're fucked until someone rolls up his sleeves and gets to work. By which I mean someone of the appropriate status, like you. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Are you really not going to help me? It's just a couple of sacks.
Come now, Henry. What did I tell you about Bellatoris and the natural order of the world? I simply cannot carry sacks.
They say clothes maketh the man, and you don't look much like a noble right now. So, I don't think the natural order will collapse if you get your hands dirty.
What do you know about a nobleman's honour? It's not long since I had to drag one sack through the night, and if I hadn't, that sack wouldn't be here now. So I think I've done my fair share. I mean it, Henry. Stop trying to push me.
Suit yourself, then. Right, I'll get to work. Alone.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2
어,
estates.
그래. 야,
But
이거
above all,
잘 기억해 놓을
once we're
거야.
out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog. As soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
게랄드를 하고 있네. 자, 뭐 하라고? 이 포대.
I'm gonna lose a whole day just for a few sacks.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Christ, what's the hold up?
어디야?
Hey, innkeeper, that beer.
여기로 옮기라는 거지? 여기 아니야? 여긴가? 오케이. 잠깐, 이 문이 열려 있다는 건? 아, 락핀만 어디서 하나 얻으면 진짜 돈, 씨. 야, 가져갈 수 있는 건 오케이. 아니, 가져가라고 여기로 나 일 시킨 거 아니야 이거? 왜?
Innkeeper, have you got anything to eat?
아주 신났어 그냥. 나 일하고 있는데. 여기는 뭐 가져갈 거 없나? 오케이. 야, 아까 그 죽보다 이게 더 맛있는 거 아니야? 그로센이나 좀 얻었으면 좋겠는데? 안 걸렸죠? 와, 야, 노다지다 이거. 역시 상점을 터는 게 짱이야.
Expected to be more sympathetic towards people who've been ambushed when you've got so many bandits and other rabble here.
Hello. We are sympathetic, but you're no nobleman, just an ordinary big man.
누구야 너?
How can you say that, you numbskull? I keep telling you, we lost everything.
Would a sensible nobleman set up camp in such a stupid place? Somewhere by
뭔데 뭔데?
I hope nothing's missing. Wait. It was here just a moment ago. There's a thief here!
걸렸어? 모른 척해. 야, 쌩까. 잠깐만, 이거 안 걸리.
What did you say? Say it again. It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's enough. Cut it out, both of you.
Mind your own business. Take your ragamuffin friend and get the fuck out of our village.
I give you a chance to apologize, and you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
I'll kill
really?
you!
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard.
You want to try me?
Let him have it!
You leave me no other choice.
Good.
Shame on you. Yeah, don't spare him.
Nalos? Take that fucker out! Damn it! Take that fucker out! Damn it! Jetzt reicht es! You're dead! Bastard!
Okay.
Now you'll die.
To me! Get him from behind!
What now, fucker? I'm with you these days. No one's ever really safe.
Nice strike!
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else. You know my first fucker.
Nice hit!
Rule change. You horse.
I always
Take that fucker out, damn it.
Die!
Yeah!
원투의 함성 같은 거 있네.
Slice him up!
다음.
Madman. Why'd he do it?
뭐야? 와. 안 와?
Yeah!
안 와?
Don't spare him!
안 와? 안 와?
Kurva.
You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard.
간다.
Fuck it! Yeah!
왼쪽. 쉣.
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds.
저기요? 죽인다고? 이런다고 죽여?
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak... You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship. You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess. Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it? Fuck off.
Shut up. You'll get a whipping too.
발차기 하는 거 개웃기네.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious. Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
I don't fucking believe it. You're really gonna blame me for it? It was you who caused the brawl. You should have listened to me and calmed down.
And let him insult me. Fat chance. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All you've known up to now is a tavern on Rat-Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
어떡하지? 침묵해? 침묵하지 열받는데? 그래,
That's
화해하지.
enough. This isn't getting us anywhere.
그래 좀
I
진행이 되겠다.
understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised it. You're like a ball and chain. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive. Isn't that? Otto.
Hey! Bogo!
싹 맞는 거 겁나 웃기네.
Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight. What are we gonna do?
You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Berghoff at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.